Windows is a hacker favorite operating system, and long gone are the days when Windows Defender was actually enough to stop them. So let's get your device set up with proper protection. I'll show you the current best antivirus for Windows 11 options, and even compare Defender to them for good measure. As always, I have put the current best antivirus deal options in the description down below. You can get significant discounts through them, so don't miss out. Now, I'm not pushing my favorites here. Anti-malware software is no joke, so I have a checklist any best antivirus candidate has to complete. You wanna come up? Come in. Whee! I expect to see an array of malware scanning options and great malware detection scores. A good antivirus should also have additional tools against various kinds of attacks, especially stuff like real-time protection to watch over my device 24/7, or a firewall to protect against unauthorized access. And obviously, Windows 11 support is a must. Having this checklist in mind, I picked Norton and Bitdefender for today's Windows antivirus options. They're not the only ones out there that fit the requirements, but they're two of the most popular choices, and for good reason. For starters, both of them are seriously effective at detecting various types of malware. If we look at independent lab results, the two antivirus for PC picks managed to get top marks in the latest AV test evaluation, though Windows Defender also showed some great results this time. I also checked out AV comparative tests, which are a bit more rigorous in my opinion. During those, Bitdefender grabbed the highest possible rating, while Norton got knocked down one tier. Even though it scored higher in terms of protection rate, it gathered more false positives. Yet Microsoft only managed to get the standard protection rating with 98.3% of threats blocked. However, I always want to check malware detection myself. For that, I gathered 50 malware samples and ran a full system scan with each antivirus option. Norton was the standout performer this time, catching 45 out of 50 threats. Bitdefender took a bit longer, but still detected 43 threats out of 50. Windows Defender caught 37 malicious files out of 50, which is not great, but not terrible, so you know, whatever. But it definitely leaves more gaps than the premium options. Now, I had real-time protection turned off during the scans, as this feature constantly watches over the device and tends to catch most threats right away. So I decided to run a separate test to see how well it works. Norton's RTP caught the same amount as a regular scan, while Windows Defender notified me about 40 threats. But Bitdefender completely cleaned out my malware folder in less than a minute. I just sat there flabbergasted for a moment. I almost never see perfect results. I don't even expect them anymore. So huge props to Bitdefender here. Now, besides RTP and the full scan, my two top window antivirus picks have a bunch of other scans available. There's ones to quickly check the system, custom scanning options, and even boot scans, aka Norton's Power Eraser and Bitdefender's Rescue Environment Scan. These boot your PC in safe mode and get rid of the toughest threats, ones that can camouflage themselves as legitimate system processes. As for Windows Defender, it doesn't have a native boot scan, and I missed the opportunity to be able to schedule scans myself. Yeah, you can get around it with some task scheduling, but come on, it's a hassle. Otherwise, Defender schedules its own scans, which is fine most of the time, but can cause problems if you're doing resource-heavy activities like gaming. And there's no option for CPU usage control, while Norton and Bitdefender both have tools for that. With them, you can use your PC even during heavier scans. However, the best antivirus protection doesn't come from scans only, so next up, I looked into essential features. One of them is a firewall, a tool that monitors incoming and outgoing traffic for any suspicious patterns or activities. Windows Defender has a pretty decent one, but once you install a premium antivirus, they usually automatically take over. This adds an improved layer of protection against unauthorized access. And I specifically want to compliment Norton's firewall in this case. It's very extensive and highly customizable too, like most features in the app. But to be fair, Bitdefender's firewall is just as strong, but it has less configuration options to play around with. I also found excellent ransomware protection tools during this antivirus software comparison. For example, Bitdefender has ransomware remediation tools to back up your most important files. If a ransomware attack is detected, Bitdefender will block all processes, notify you, and start the remediation process. While Windows Defender lacks such a feature, you can set up controlled folder access to give your precious files an extra layer of security. Meanwhile, Norton offers cloud backup, though the amount of it depends on which plan you choose. Speaking of plans, additional features that you can get from each antivirus software for PC highly depend on your subscription. Generally, the pricier the plan, the more tools you get, so you can choose based on things you need or how many devices you want to protect. For example, Bitdefender's cheapest plan is only for one device and lacks some important features like the firewall, but their total security plan has the full feature set. And it can also be used on other devices apart from Windows, like if you also want to protect your smartphone. If we look at Norton, it's a bit more pricey overall, but I like that you get their firewall and cloud backup with all plans, as well as Genie Scan protection, which helps to filter out spam and malicious websites. However, keep in mind that the prices you see here usually can only be accessed through special deals, but I have linked those in the description for you. Also, just an FYI, antiviruses often have steep renewal price increases, but you can always cancel your plan before it renews and just grab a discounted deal again. But before you choose your plan, let's examine those extra tools. Do you really need them, or are they entirely skippable? In the case of Bitdefender, I'd recommend considering the higher tier plan to get the firewall, but they have a bunch of additional tools that are worth attention too, like anti-theft. With it, I can locate my device on Google Maps, as well as lock it or even remotely wipe it clean. I also like their one-click optimizer a lot. It gets rid of junk files and improves device performance. And check out their web attack prevention too. It blocks malicious sites and phishing attempts. I always have microphone and webcam protection turned on as well, just to have some extra privacy assurance. As for Norton, as I said, even their cheapest plan includes all the necessary protection tools. So the main reason to get their pricier bundle is if you want a password manager and a VPN in addition to another antivirus. Bitdefender has those as well, but their VPN is limited to 200 megabytes of data per day, while Norton allows you to browse privately as much as you want. Whee! However, I wouldn't use it for more than that. It is not great at accessing foreign streaming libraries, and if you want to torrent safely or have your ads blocked while browsing, I'd go for a third-party VPN, in this case, Surfshark. One stands as my honorable mention. It is the most balanced VPN and antivirus bundle that I've used, with great independent testing results while also remaining in my top 3 VPN list for quite some time now. Mostly because it's fast and reliable, while also being one of the cheapest VPN options out there. Plus, it has an excellent ad blocker which makes browsing a lot smoother. The main drawback is that Surfshark doesn't have a firewall, but you can just use the Windows native firewall in combination with this antivirus and it works great. Now, if you're just starting out, you might think that antivirus software for PC is some complicated tech wizardry that's hard to set up, and while that can be the case sometimes, even if you're a complete beginner, the best antivirus for Windows 11 shouldn't be hard to use. Bitdefender especially is built very intuitively. Even though it houses a lot of features, it's all neatly organized and easy to navigate. Norton used to be a bit of a pain, but they went through a huge interface update recently and it is much better now. However, you can still customize and adjust basically everything you want in the app, although not everyone wants that. This is actually the main criteria upon which I suggest picking the best antivirus software for yourself. So Bitdefender is a great option for users of all experience levels. It's intuitive and affordable, but offers robust protection against malware. Norton, on the other hand, is better suited for experienced users who prefer a high degree of control over their security settings. If you want a powerful antivirus and VPN bundle, check out the Surfshark One plan. As for Windows Defender, it's okay for basic protection and if you are super careful while surfing the web, but it is not enough for advanced threats. Let me know which antivirus you're using and if you're planning to get one of my recommended options. Don't forget to grab a discount code from the description. Cheers.